Hi, my name is Jeremy Stephenson. I am a candidate for Charlotte-Mecklenburg School Board in this November's election and making this video today to introduce myself to residents of the Montclaire neighborhood and ask for your support and your vote, and that you tell all your neighbors and friends to get out and vote, because a 13% voter turnout is just an insult to our democracy. Now, you may recognize my name, Jeremy Stephenson, because I ran just 2 years ago and was on the ballot in the Montclaire neighborhood as well. I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment, but I am running in precincts, many of which I won 2 years ago. So I'm a husband, I'm a dad, I'm a father of a first grader, I'm an Eagle Scout. I come from a family of teachers, my mom, my dad, my sister, my aunt, my grandmother. I'm a product of large and diverse public schools myself. For the last 18 years, I've been a labor and employment attorney where I represent companies and their human resource professionals on issues like hiring and firing, which, when you look at what happened with Heath Morrison, is a very valuable experience to have on the school board. For the last 8 years, I've been a volunteer attorney with the Council for Children's Rights, where I represent children in court, and that's been a very valuable, eye-opening experience for me, and is definitely part of the reason why I'm running for school board. 6 years ago, we moved actually from Chicago 12 years ago, but 6 years ago when my daughter was born, I started asking my neighbors, tell me about Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools, and I learned a lot about student assignment. And that's very similar to what the Montclair neighborhood has been going through, that I read a policy that said neighborhood home schools in proximity. And my neighborhood was in proximity to schools, but having to drive past those schools to get to the schools we were assigned to. And I thought that made absolutely no sense. And furthermore, when you have a policy that says X and you're doing Y, that just undermines the credibility of all of CMS. And I rallied my neighbors, 80 of my neighbors. We went to school board meetings and wrote op-eds, and I was on the news. And it did not get us where we wanted. But congratulations to the Montclair neighborhood and the Huntingtown Farms and Madison Park, who did get the changes, very similar changes to what we were advocating for. But then what happened was 2 school board members and a county commissioner, Tim Morgan, Rhonda Lennon, and Matthew Ridenauer, asked me to run at large in 2015. And I did. As a first-time candidate, I went from Matthews and Pineville all the way up to Cornelius, Tuesday morning breakfast forum. I have been all over this county, and that is critically important because if elected, I will only have 1 vote out of 9. And so it's very important to be able to have credibility with district representatives from other parts of the county, for them to know that I've been in their schools and been in their neighborhoods. As an example, right now, Matthews is talking about some legislative changes, and I have a lot of friends in Matthews, and we need a representative from District 5 who can talk to those folks about the issues they're experiencing and do what we can to pull them back in. And I think that's a very valuable asset. So in 2015, I came in 4th, narrowly missed. It was disappointing, but when Eric Davis said he wasn't going to run again, I thought it was important that I should. So CMS has one big issue that I see as its absolute biggest issue, the elephant in the room, and that is the number of schools where less than 20% of the kids are reading on grade level. That is right there a predictor of the school to prison pipeline. We are failing those children. That is educational genocide. We must be working on that issue each and every day, and if we're not doing our jobs. But we have had 5 superintendents in 6 years. CMS is a $1.4 billion 19,000 employee operation, and if we were a company that had 5 CEOs in 6 years, our stock would be delisted. We have a number of serious issues that we need to deal with. My corporate human resources background, for example, points to the fact that the head of human resources of this 19,000 employee operation was just before a middle school principal. That is poor decision making. The way they transitioned from Ann Clark to Dr. Wilcox, keeping Dr. Wilcox literally hidden under the bleachers, was an example of a board failure. And I will do those things better. So we're here at the end of the video. Thank you for your support. Please get out and vote. Tell all your friends to vote. Again, my name is Jeremy Stephenson. Thank you for your support. God bless us all.